So as far as the adaptive CrossFit world, I don't know very much about that at all. I'm encouraged that athletes are doing that, and that's about all I know.
I know it exists, but that's about all other than that, I've never been around it.
I guess I would just expect to see modifications that they can still do the workout, they can still get a good workout in.
I was curious to see how it goes because I don't know how the burpees. It's all new, so I'm curious to see what he has to do and how that goes for him. It's kind of exciting to see, and it'll be a new thing for me to watch.
All right, so 20.1. Our adaptation is 10 rounds, 10 lat to overhead, whether it's clean and press or snatch. And then we're gonna do actually 5 box U-turns for our burpees for that transition. Just like the able body workout, it's gonna be a burner. And so it's gonna be one of those you're just gonna have to suffer. There's not gonna really be a muscle fatigue or anything. It's just gonna be how much you can endure suffering wise with a good long burn. And so you're gonna wanna be aggressive and pace fairly fast, but you are going to want to have some type of a pace early on. If you just sprint out of the gate, I think you're going to die. So it's going to be kind of somewhere between 80 to 90% starting out and just trying to maintain that, and then hopefully picking it up the last round or two. So we'll see how it goes and talk to you afterwards. So we're here with Tony Kubicek, the owner of CrossFit Station. And Tony, we actually, if I'm not mistaken, your first introduction to the adaptive CrossFit was probably my very first live competition. In 2015, I was participated in the CrossFit Crosstown Throwdown, yeah. And that was, like I said, that was my very first live competition ever, and I if I'm not mistaken, I had called you and asked you if I could just participate to get out there. And so what was if you remember at all, what was your initial reaction when somebody in a wheelchair?
Talking to you about it the very first time. I think I had discussions with Frank Beaulier about it, and then you and I spoke on the phone for quite a while, I think a number of times, and it was good because it made me think about the workouts differently.
Sure.
I tend to try and, when putting together workouts for competitions, make them fairly straightforward and simple for more than one reason, for judges and athletes.
Yeah.
It just makes the whole day run better. And so it made me actually think a little bit more about what we had to do for that day.
Sure. But threw a little bit of a monkey wrench into it.
Yeah, but to be honest though, you were really good in your feedback, because I think that you helped me a lot.
Yeah.
On the movements that we did in some of the workouts, because I think we actually did a barbell complex. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And
like a bear complex.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think you did pretty much everything that we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
yeah.
Good.
I think the only thing for me that we cut out is the squat, because I'm already squatted.
Right.
Exactly. Did that change since then? I don't know if you've had any other exposures to the adaptive world, or
I haven't since then, and it's always been one of those where each year, I think when we would do the competition or the throwdown, it was always I don't think we really put it out there. But I think after the initial experience with you, I kind of let it be one of those options that if it was there, it was there, and if you wanted to, great. If so, we were always open to it, no matter what.
Yeah.
But it was still, I think, I made a conscious effort that even then doing workouts, that still, if that was the case, then we would just make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it change your perspective on anything with CrossFit after watching somebody in a wheelchair?
No, I think it just made it, I think it's just like anything else. When we have new people come to our gym, there's always something.
Yeah.
Right? I think we all, especially at our gym, we'll have some older athletes, and we've all, throughout time, we've played a lot of sports and we've banged ourselves up, and so there's always something that we have to work with. And it was good in that sense, because it you have to broaden your horizons a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think that's one of the things, and that's one of the things that we're trying to do with our efforts is open new eyes to, hey, whether you have a permanent impairment or a temporary impairment,
Right.
there are always options that are going to help you
Absolutely.
with functional fitness in your life. So
Absolutely.
appreciate you letting us be a part of your guys' Friday Night Lights tonight, and we'll get some perspective of some of the members that maybe haven't seen it before, see what they think about it beforehand, and then try and get some of their perspective afterwards. So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it'll be exciting. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, most important part, which headband to wear? Got the new Warrior ones, the Boxable Trustees, but I think tonight, if I can find it, I'm gonna go with Believe. Because you have to believe to suffer this much. And then what I'll have you do, while I do my snatches or cane jerks or whatever, is if you kneel behind the chair and just put your hand, there's a bar right here, just kind of hold your hand there, and just kind of just kind of hold it loose and let me float a little bit, and also keep your head back because I tend to kick back. Okay, so maybe hold me just a tiny bit tighter so I don't veer off.
You don't want to. Okay, so I can do this then. Okay, do it again.
Ready?
Yeah. That better?
We'll be good. Maybe a little bit in between, maybe just a tear
Yes.
looser. So that it's like,
You got a tape with you? I got one too.
yeah, they make us, you know how it goes. So then, like, as soon as we get over the ground over, I always have you step over there, because then I'll come shoot here, pass, and then I'll go on this.
Now, is it typical for a burpee in the air or maybe in there? That's
between doing this and breaking and then having the hook grip. Oh,
Good.
that's what I noticed. Was like my thumbs were just like toast.
Then you don't.
I can't if I've got a break. I do normally for just bar work, but if I got a break, no. Because it starts to fold up and it gets all gummed up. And
No, that's awesome. Good, so good.
how you doing? Good. Good. It is. I'm not really there anymore, so I have to run in the office now.
I think he's really fit. He's a hard worker, and he's always been that way. Even when he was motocross racing, he always tried to do his best. And I think they made these programs for these guys, and I like it. I like watching them just as much as I like watching everybody else. And some of the movements they do, I think, would be difficult for me. Sitting in a chair, having to lift that bar seems really difficult. So I think it's great that they're doing that, and they have these programs for these guys. Okay.
20.1 post-cure, post-recovery. Cheers.
It shows how much strength it actually takes in his position. Core strength, upper body strength is incredible. To be able to do your snatches from basically the hang, sitting in the chair like it is. So much respect for that, because we did the same workout with the same weight, and so I know how it felt for me to do 10 reps, 8 reps. So I can only imagine. And then, the nice thing is as he got through rounds 5 and 6, he started to break it up, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, boom, he was doing 10s again. So it's very impressive to see that. The way he moves from position to position is fast. He's really solid. He's really strong, and the coordination that's involved just to maneuver like that is pretty amazing too. So it's really kind of nice, and I'm really glad I got the opportunity to do it, to be honest.
I thought it was incredible to see him give such a great effort, and it's very inspiring for other athletes to push themselves when we see what he can do, and he's focusing on just that, what he can do, instead of what he can't do.
All right, 20.1 is in the books, and I'm very happy with it, stoked. I started probably a little bit hotter than I anticipated, and it caught up with me around 3, 4, and 5, but was able to recover and finish strong and got the time I wanted, and we'll be happy with that one. So great community here at CrossFit Station, and really enjoyed throwing down with them, and we're on to next week. Next week we'll be over in Boise with CrossFit Composure, and get some input with some of their members, and just have a good time.